Hey, this is Maginoni, and here's some comic reviews for you. Some of these I'm actually going to go kind of quickly on, others I'll go a little bit more in depth. Let's start off with something I rarely cover as much as I probably should, or was an image title called "The Black Monday Murderers," issue number one. Basically, this is kind of like an occultish style murder. The gist of it is going back to the past where you had that big stock market crash, Black Monday, and they're saying that things aren't quite as what people were led to believe. And then they go to the future or present time where they discover a, a murder. And it's a very unusual, the way the body is found is very unusual. And there's a cop who is basically suspended who has a knack of solving the unsolvable. So he's unsuspended, so this way he can look into this murder. Now, overall, the art is really good. The story, Hickman did, I think, a great job at setting it up. There's enough mystery to it. There's enough, a little bit of suspense to it, and enough to make you want to definitely get the next issue. The cover also is really good too. I'm actually really looking forward to reading issue number 2 to see where this is going to go. And if you like the darker type murder type stuff, give this one a try, definitely. All right, Amazing Spider-Man number 16, Before Dead No More. Look, and the gist of it is this: the Jackal's ready to do his move. He's resurrecting all these people, and now that Peter's or uncle, I guess you can say, is on the verge of death. Well, I don't want to say on the verge of death, but he's got some serious health issues, which will lead to his death. The Jackal wants to help the young Parker family out as best as he can in their time of need. So right now, it's one of those types of situations where there's enough of a story that's like okay, but there's also enough of the story that's making me going, why are we bringing all these people back to life again? This is ridiculous. But overall, I would say I'm not entirely happy just because of all the dead coming back to life again. But these people aren't, there's something odd about them. So we'll see how it all plays out. I didn't think it was that great of a book, but it's not like it was a horrible read. Now, all new X-Men number 12. All right, does anybody think this is odd where you had the Angel who didn't like Wolverine very well, who's dating the clone of Wolverine? Oh, I don't know. It's kind of odd. But this is basically X-23, or who's now the Wolverine, and the Angel. Eventually they get their love on, I guess you can say, while they're fighting demons, or goblins, which where that's going to lead to. But I'll say, if anything, say this: it's just a transition issue that's leading to another major villain. But as a whole, I just was like, hey, I was not impressed as a whole. But that's just because I think that love interest thing is kind of sappy. All right, Miss Marvel fanfic. This actually was kind of funny and amusing in its own little way. I can see, though, a lot of comic fans are going to... Okay, there's going to be some comic fans who are the purists who are going to buy this because it's an annual. Then they're going to open this thing up and they are going to rage because this is not what they normally expect. The art is nothing close to what they would expect. These characters are nothing that they've grown to love. And they're not going to understand, they're going to reject it, and they're going to hate it. So from that point, I'm just going to say, your mileage is going to vary. If you like things that are a little bit different, you can accept things that are a little bit different, you just want to laugh at something, okay, here you go. If you are, kind of uptight, stay away from this book because you're not going to be pleased. But it's all basically little shorts. And like I said, some of them are funny, some of them aren't as funny. The ending was kind of like, if you try to analyze it, you can kind of figure out where some of this is going to go. But if you just go there without, like I did, just mindless, it was kind of like it was a pleasant ending, but keep in mind my pleasant ending just means I really wasn't paying attention other than just reading the stories and then look at that ending type thing. Old Man Logan, another fantastic book. It's kind of funny how Wolverine is doing. Okay, the fake Wolverine is doing better than the Wolverine, the real Wolverine. But the art is fantastic. The story is great. And it's basically Wolverine getting ready to fight some ninjas and take care of Deathclaw, or Lady Deathstrike, sorry. And it's basically kind of like tying in some of this Logan's universe with the main Marvel universe too. Overall, this whole series has been great. I would highly recommend buying the trades when they come out. It's really been like one of Marvel's best books, and it's a shame that it's just not getting as much recognition as it is. Okay, Civil War tie-in, all different Avengers 13. This one, okay, well, yes, there is a tie-in to it because Vision has a nice little conversation with Ulysses. It then splits off to, I guess you can say, the Vision takes parts of what Ulysses is saying and what's going on in Civil War, and then he adapts it to basically take out Kang. Because, Kang is the big time traveler, is always causing trouble. They're always just making in time to stop him. So he's trying to figure out a way, hey, let's take him out. If we can take him out, then we don't have problems. But, when you do that, there's time ripples and problems occur because of that. Which I don't understand why Marvel is going back to manipulating time again. It's like they will never learn. Ugh. Anyways, the story's okay. It's a weak form of a tie-in, but the tie-in is important to illustrate Vision's motivation. So I'm kind of iffy on, is this a great tie-in or not? If anything, this is one of those things that you just buy now and you wait for the payout whenever they do that. The Accused, the trial of Hawkeye. This one, okay, this is a lot what I would consider more of a tie-in type book because this actually talks about the trial. It talks about what the government is up to during the trial. They're basically trying to set up the the Registration Act again, and they want to use Hawkeye's trial as their vehicle to get that done. And they're basically stacking the deck against Hawkeye, and it's up to Daredevil and Daredevil/Matt Murdock to try to even the playing field, so to speak. The art goes from, okay, this is actually kind of good, to these are really horrible faces at times. But I think overall, okay, now this is where I know I'm gonna bite my tongue later, or regret. I would say as a whole, this is a better tie-in. It was interesting. In the grand scheme of things, it actually matters. But at the same time, I think that it could have been done better. I don't think anybody who reads this is going to think the same thing. But overall, I thought it was a decent attempt. At least for me, I would say at least an average to slightly better than average read. Because at least, like I said, at least it actually mattered. Anyways, those are the reviews for this week. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Like, share, and we'll have some more reviews and stuff later. And let me know what you guys liked and you didn't like also. And until next time.